Hey guys, welcome live from the patio. Today is Thursday, March the 23rd. We are in the spring already. 23rd? Yeah, 23rd. We are in the spring already, and it's Sweet 16 time. We're going to talk a little bit about the Sweet 16. We're going to tell you some stories. You got to find out why Father Fortenberry is Father Fortenberry. Does Ron DeSantis, I said it right, guys. I said it right. Does he prefer Meatball Ron or Ron the Sanctimonious? We're going to talk about that a little bit.
Meatball Ron sounds a little sleazy.
What does Ron the Sanctimonious mean? But we'll hold that. We'll talk about it a little bit later. In the meantime, we got a special guest today. He was the most quiet guest you've ever seen. We'll do him last. But
no, he wouldn't.
Father Fortenberry, how are you this fine Thursday?
Well, I'm all right. I had a hell of a morning, though. I might as well get a story out the gate. So I get up this morning, drive to work.
I thought he was saving these stories.
I know.
He couldn't help it. He wants to tell somebody.
My company truck starts acting up, and it's smoking and making horrible sounds. Turn around, go back to the house.
So it's like an angry dragon.
Like an angry dragon. It's got smoking everywhere. I went back to the house, call the shop, say, hey, truck is shit the bed. We got to figure out something to do with it. The guy said, all I got is this big van. And I said, perfect. It's like a cargo van, hold like 30 people. And I show up, get this van, drive back to the house, load my material up, start driving off in the van. This van shits the bed.
So hold on, you got basically two broke down vehicles now in my driveway right now.
This van, it looks like you ordered the A-Team off of Wish. Look, I feel like they're they're remaking the version of like Henry or John Wayne Gacy. I'm driving this van with a big old beard, looking creepy. So
yeah, but whether you're driving the van or the F-150, you're looking creepy. Let's introduce the rest of the camp, and we're gonna come back to you, okay? Gary, you found some interesting things on your adventures today, didn't you? How are you?
I found some things too. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing great.
What'd you find?
I'm pretty sure I found a tracking device in a car that was probably put there by either a cop or a jealous husband, I think. I don't know.
What do you want to think it was jealous wife?
It could be jealous wife, but the car looked more like a girl's car. It was a BMW
That's very sexist.
6 Series.
Yeah. That's very sexist.
Yep.
How do you know it's not a man identified as a woman?
It could have.
Or a man that just likes girly cars.
Or a man that identifies as a man that gave this car to his wife and is tracking his wife around. I think that's what it was.
So what'd you do with it?
He put it in his wife's car.
I was looking.
What do you think he did to it?
I said,
Whitney, if you
you better
you better search that vehicle.
You better search around it.
Vehicle. Gary's tracking you all the way to West Memphis Fence and back. He's tracking you.
Yep.
And special guest in studio tonight. We got fresh from Marty Mar's Bar and Grill. We got a new drop coming out tomorrow night from Marty Mar's Bar and Grill. Marty Mar, first time in studio. Well, third time in studio. First time you're going to open your mouth and on camera. How are you doing today, Marty Mar?
Man, I'm doing great.
Doing great. Look, we got a tasting. We did. Tell everybody what that tasting was we did at the bar last night.
Bowman Brothers and Blanton's.
So we got rich man's bourbon and poor man's bourbon. The Blanton's, it's the poor man's Blanton's is how we called it. But I think it'll be interesting. Check us out. We had to work around rain. It was terrible conditions. Mics were a little better, even though we can't hear Gary. So we're working on recording in remote locations. Let's just say it's a learning curve. We're getting better.
The important thing is we
pulled it off.
We had some bourbon.
Yes. We had some bourbon.
That was the important thing.
That was the important thing. Look, I was impressed that Bowman's Brothers, not bad, but we're going to save that for later. Let's jump right in. So, Fortenberry, you had this broke down vehicle, two of them in your yard.
In my yard.
Yeah. So how did you end up with the rest of your day? Because you had to be somewhere.
I had to be in Pine Bluff, Arkansas to take some material to some guys. So, Puddin' Russell came by and he driving me.
Puddin' Russell, that sounds like the name of a pimp.
Yeah,
is that a pimp? You had a pimp roll up
to Pine Bluff.
Hold on, you had a pimp roll up in your yard.
He's a ghost.
Pick you up. He's ghost pimp.
Ghost pimp.
He's a ghost pimp. You can see his veins, right? And he like a vampire.
He's clear.
His eyelashes are clear.
So he pulls up. He's got a mirror taped on his truck. He didn't knock the mirror off. His truck's having trouble idling. I'm like, I'm never.
Is that a work truck also?
No, it's his truck. I'm never going to make it to Pine Bluff.
So
he drove me to Pine Bluff.
So I do have a question though.
Yeah.
Why did they go and send both of you to Pine Bluff rather than just find you another vehicle?
There was no vehicles.
So, that was his personal truck. He drove you in his personal truck.
He doesn't have a work truck. He gets a.
You could go to Enterprise, rent a car.
So
they probably didn't have any either.
So we had 3 vehicles left in our fleet. Well, 2. Mine
2 doesn't make a fleet.
No.
Well, counting everything else.
Okay.
Mine crapped out, so we put them in the van. Well, the truck that they did have there is already in Northwest Arkansas.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, it was a hell of a day. Then I replaced the belt on this thing because that's what appeared to be the problem. It wasn't a problem. And I'm not a mechanic, so I struggled anyway. I spent like 2 hours to change the belt.
Did you look to see how much it would cost for a lift?
Talking about
Or an Uber?
You talking about to add some height to
An
the
Uber
truck? I'm
or
not
a
sure
lift?
that's his problem. He didn't run over anything tall.
Well, I think the truck needs to run before you need a lift on it.
I don't know. It looked kind of cool with a lift on it.
It would.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump into some news headlines, okay, guys? Antifa Infiltrator screams at protester in Trump shaman outfit for wearing a wire. So, look, this Trump story is getting ridiculous, okay? Now we have, Trump said he's going to be indicted on Tuesday. He's still not arrested, by the way. It turns out if they are going to indict him, it'll probably be next week, and the Secret Service will be handling that. We'll talk about that in a minute. But he called for protest. So demonstrators came out, and now anarchists and Antifa are out in the middle of those protests trying to make it even worse. But is anybody surprised by that?
I'm not. Did you happen to see the video of the small protest that gathered in front of Trump Towers? There was 2 people protesting, and there was like 50.
Two?
There was like 50 reporters filming them.
There were protesters?
Protesters.
We should have gone out there.
Wow.
To Trump Tower?
Yeah, we should have had our Project R hats. We got compliments on our project, or our pigs hats, or we could swap them out throughout the day.
Could.
And we wouldn't really be protesting the arrest of Trump, but that would be free publicity for Life in the Patio.
They would think the pig's hat though was
we could
anti-cop.
I could paint a LF on my chest. Y'all could do a T and a P, and we could be LFTP.
Yeah, but wouldn't you need to put T on your chest?
Yes, he would have to be the T.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
It's Big T.
That insults me, Gary. I consider that insulting.
Well, we were going to put a little T on there. It was going to be a capital T.
No, he has little T painted somewhere else.
Yeah, so we'll see how this plays out. There was another story about this.
Little T.
Little T, what
Where
up?
did I put them? I tried to move everything together. Where'd it go?
I wish y'all had named your son Terry, so we call him
I
Little
wanted
T.
to name him T, by the way. I did.
I don't doubt you.
So, Xi Jinping, Winnie the Pooh, I think he's going to win a Peace Prize. Putin and he met with Putin. What Putin and Xi Jinping's meeting means for World War III. So we've been talking about World War III. A lot of people have. But they warned the next big problem after Ukraine isn't Russia or China, but both at once, meaning they're going to group up, they're going to join forces, and they're going to mount an attack that we have to get involved with.
Yep. Well, they don't necessarily have to mount an attack together, but with China or with Russia involved, China can comfortably attack Taiwan and have less of a threat on their backside.
Yeah, and look, we don't have a lot of resources right now.
We can't get up on
the
that backside.
oil reserves are depleted.
Not just that. Asia is so far away from NATO, and I don't know if NATO's even involved with Taiwan like we are.
Not to mention, I think our Navy's pretty down in sign up bees or whatever.
Our Navy is.
Yeah, but isn't that but he's right though. We didn't have as many people join up.
Yeah.
And it's primarily because of this woke military leadership that we've got. Yep. I mean, we turned the military into it's a wokeness.
Yeah, but keep in mind our Navy. I want to say aircraft carriers. I think we got like almost 30. The closest to us, the second closest to us, or the one second place, the closest to us has like 5.
But we don't have enough people to even do maintenance on these right now because we're behind on that. I was watching Fox News today a little bit, and they were talking about it, but we can't keep it up with the maintenance on the stuff in the naval.
As long as they can land and take off. I mean,
they're gonna sign up Tom Cruise.
It might sink afterwards, but as long as they land and take off.
Tom Cruise coming in, fly from those battleships.
I suspect the manpower is allocated in the right direction. I would hope if we're short staffed, it would be they would have a few less cooks.
And we'll be very polite to them, to the Chinese, giving them the correct pronouns. We'll ask them before we shoot them down.
I'm not worried about us going to war with China and Russia. And that was the president we got.
Oh no.
I mean,
no, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, what's he going to do?
Who knows? Who knows?
Hold on, I've lost. Maybe I didn't save this one article.
He's lost.
Look it up.
He's lost.
I'm having a rough day. It's a rough day. Not as rough as Fortenberry's day, but it was a rough day. I was wanting to talk about. No, where did that go? I'm about to look it up. No, there it is. The deadly fungus we talked about the other day is still in the news. This is the fungus. We were talking about the fungus among us.
Mm-hmm.
They're still talking about it. So, it's got like a 60% death. Here's how to tell. There's 5 warning signs that you or a loved one may be infected by this deadly C. auris fungus that is causing urgent concern at the CDC. Fever, chills, antibiotics not working, and an ear infection may be indicators. Okay, I think I've got this.
Ear infection is pretty common.
They're very common. Microscopic yeast strain, Candida auris. I said that pretty well.
Candida?
Also known as C. auris, has been
did.
detected in over half of American states.
Huh.
Half of the states. Health
Over
officials
half.
issued a warning about the fungus on Monday, flagging that the hospital infection had tripled in recent years and grown resistant to drugs.
This is Last of Us.
It kills up to 60% of people it infects. Now, this is something to be worried about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, does it spread as quickly? Probably not. It's a fungus. I guess you have to have the spores that spread it.
Look, all I'm hearing is I take my ivermectin, mix it up with tough actin, and eat it. Just
It'd be like it'd
Eat
be a
it,
paste.
eat it,
Yeah,
eat
just eat
it. You can be like Michael. You gonna be not Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson beat it, but we're gonna talk about.
now, Pee Wee Herman was beat it.
Yeah, but who was the one that eat it? See, my memory's going
Eat it.
today.
Weird Al.
Weird Al.
Weird Al. That's it.
You
That's
can watch the Weird Al. None of y'all watched the Weird Al movie, did
No,
you?
I
Did you
didn't
watch
know.
it?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It's good, but it is
Was he
definitely
living
not.
in an Amish paradise?
It is definitely not based on reality.
Okay.
And it was actually good till it started to get farther and farther fetched. But, it was entertaining.
So we've been hearing about this for years, folks. It's coming that parents, what do they call them? Designer babies, right? They think about picking being able to pick the hair color or the eye color. Well, we're not far from that. Scientists develop IVF, in vitro fertilization techniques that allows parents to choose the sex of their babies, and it works 80% of the time.
Well, that's better than 50% of the time, I guess. Yeah.
It's better than the averages.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say girls are slightly higher, right?
Is that
I
not?
think they are.
Is that not? Was it genetic? No.
Yes, genetics.
No. What's the? Well, they were.
Clone.
No.
Genocide.
Will they decide what? Like if a baby's got Down syndrome, where they decide not to have them, and I mean that's the same boat we're going down.
Well, no, this makes sure that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's almost the opposite of that. They make sure they put the one in that you want. Like if you want a baby with dark skin, they were probably not far from that. Although you probably need a different donor if you're both white. Then you need the one with curly hair.
Well, no, they're changing the genes around though. They're adding in dark skin gene.
Genetic engineering
Yeah.
is what you're saying. That's what you're referring
That's
to.
essentially
That's what this is.
That's
Genetic
what it
engineering.
is. But it concerns me a little bit because not just because it's whacked out and messed up. I think. I mean, we all have to go through and just give it our best go and hope we get what we want. If not, we still love it. But I think I'm scared that these people could potentially not looking pretty far down the road here. They have some health issues that we didn't see coming because we've sort of taken out natural selection and all that. The natural,
Yeah, but we did that at the moment we made people start wearing seatbelts. I mean, really?
Or the fact that we have
that
a
too.
little picture of a baby falling in a bucket drowning. I mean, we are getting rid of natural selection.
Yeah,
We
are.
have.
We have, and now you're possibly you're taking away certain attributes that may have made that person stronger against certain diseases and stuff. And now we're gonna lose that people.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Now,
what I see as a
I
problem.
personally have a plan that would work great too.
Go for it.
So, start taking these just tens, these solid dimes,
Yeah.
and have them breed with ones.
Oh, okay. So we can average them out.
Yeah, average them out. So
Yeah.
eventually you'll run out of ones and tens. Then you start doing twos and nines.
The 2s and 9s.
We will be the best.
But the 9 will be the new 10, though.
Exactly. But I mean, eventually you'll get down to everybody's a solid 5 or 6.
But there will be 10s and 9s.
But doesn't that just
1s.
move the curve? So if there are no 9s or 10s, then the 5s becomes 10s and the 3s become 5s.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But I like my idea better because I'm a 1.
No.
Looking out for number 1.
Look at that for number 1. All right, let's see. We talk about World War III. We talk about the end of the world. An asteroid will come closer to the Earth than the moon this week.
Yeah.
A massive asteroid will come closer to Earth than the moon this week in a phenomenon that only happens once per decade. Oh, so it happens once every 10 years.
I thought you were about to say once per day.
I did too.
It's
Yeah.
like, well,
The newly
it's 'cause
discovered
they're once per
asteroid
civilization.
is traveling at speeds of 17,000 miles an hour. It was discovered on the 27th of February, so we didn't even know it was coming.
So is that fast?
I don't even know who this asteroid's racing, but he's moving.
He's moving.
Is that fast? It's fast to us. Is that fast for
Now,
space speed?
it will pass Earth 108,000 miles away, so kind of,
We should be safe.
yeah, I would think we should be, but you never know.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't realize the moon was that far.
Yeah, neither did I.
And just think, 70 years ago, we managed to land on it in a little tin can. That's
crazy.
impressive.
And yet we
impressive.
can't get back there.
It's so wild. It's impressive. The feat of humans.
Yeah, we have pretty impressive feet.
Conspiracy theorist mother led her husband, sister, and children to leap to their deaths from their 7th floor apartment after Ukraine war convinced them the world was not worth living in. A father, a mother, her twin sister, and their 8-year-old daughter died in Switzerland. See, this is what's wrong with Switzerland. They don't have any. They don't have anything to worry about.
That goes back to the natural selection you was talking about.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, but so they're blaming this mother, but she must have been pretty
Persuasive
to convince the sister and the husband. Either she just nagged them to death. She's like,
maybe he said, "To hell with this! I'm jumping off the building."
he said, "Why don't we just jump off the damn building? You're that damn worried about? Let's just."
He got on the edge,
jump.
did like this, just jumped off and said, "We're done."
To hell with her. Yeah.
And she went out after she nagging all the way down.
So Nazreen Ferron,
like that.
her twin sister Nargisi, her husband Eric David,
Or Juicy, what was her name?
and their daughter 8 died. Nargisi after the fall from the balcony of their apartment. It's really sad. But
Can it be a fall?
It's sad the kid died.
yes.
Yeah,
But,
the adults, that was their decision. The kid
I
can't
mean-
make that type of decision.
So did one of them hold the kid and jump with the kid?
Oh, I'm
the
sure.
kid not
Yeah.
jumping.
Well, then that's not suicide. That's murder.
murder.
That's murder is what that is.
Murder your own damn kid.
It's a murder suicide is what it is.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is Gary. I'm telling you now, if these guys had probably gone to a Waffle House, this probably wouldn't have happened.
Yep.
2 escape from jail and go to IHOP where patrons report them. I'll guarantee you people from Waffle House are not going to report anybody that escaped from jail. 2 inmates in a Virginia jail used primitively made tools to create a hole in the wall of their cell and escape, only to find hours later that an IHOP restaurant nearby. Authorities discovered the 2 men missing from their cell, and then they went to the IHOP, had a few pancakes, and then was called to the police were called.
Well, I guess.
You know what? I respect the hustle though. But like I said,
Why would you go to a public place?
Waffle House would have been right because the
it
cook's
would've.
probably got 4 or 5 warrants.
Yeah.
At least.
So
Once you walk a Waffle
And,
House,
those-
everyone there is equal.
Those snooty ass people in the IHOP. Everybody knows snooty folks go to the IHOP, except here in Marion.
yeah.
West
So
Memphis.
if a customer stood up and said, "Call the cops," cook was at whoa down.
Whoa. Ain't no need to get the cops involved.
Hold
Ma'am,
on,
ma'am, ma'am.
Hold up.
You get your ass whooped, ma'am.
That's when you thought. Was it the Waffle House that they threw the chair or whatever?
Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah,
why. It's
you're
like,
doing the ninja stuff.
yeah, don't call the cops.
Like John Wick working at Waffle House.
No, when you at the Waffle House, you sit there and eat your food. You don't get into other people's businesses.
No. I mean, if there's a fight breaking out, you look down at your waffle.
Because it's always it's already a trap. It's not like you can get up and just run out of there because you're either gonna slip and fall or stick to something.
What you hope is if violence breaks out, that they leave their food unattended.
So look,
That's what you hope.
for new
waffles.
listeners, you new 200 listeners on YouTube. Gary loves Waffle House. If he had to pick between Waffle House and practically anywhere else, if he was on death row and his last meal, it'd be Waffle House.
Waffle House
And Blanton's, even though he really doesn't like Blanton's as much as he
Waffle House and
claims.
Blanton's.
Look, my last meal, I'd want something from Kmart.
Why is that?
They don't exist no more.
You're just wait.
Yeah. I want something from Kmart. Just
You can't kill me until I get my.
Oh, that's wrong. All right, look, Jamie, I got you keyed up right now. We want to hear the story of Father Fortenberry. Where in the world did Father Fortenberry come from?
He just said you're a joke. He said you're a funny joke.
There we go. Where did Father Fort?
all right. So those that do not know, I'm a man of the cloth. I am
Loincloth?
Loincloth. I am a ordained minister.
Yes.
I can do weddings, baptisms, circumcisions, whatever you need.
Oh, I didn't know you could do circumcision.
Yeah. Grab scissors, Marty. Let's hold him down.
There wouldn't be anything left.
So
I
had a friend that was he's wanting to get engaged, and I had the brilliant idea. You know what? I'll get ordained and marry him, and sure shit, I did. There's videos of me doing their wedding.
So do you wear robes and these type of things?
Dude, I had shorts and was drinking a beer.
All right.
But it was a beautiful ceremony. All you can hear is my dog panting in the background, and they're doing.
What was your dog doing?
Just standing there looking. It's the middle of summer.
He's a voyeur.
So I mean, I've done 2 weddings. Well, I've done 1 wedding. I did paperwork for another couple. I'm batting 1,000 on my marriages though. They're right now. I'm sorry, I'm batting 500.
So Jamie, so Jamie, when folks come to confession for you, do you actually just confess to them?
We take turns.
Like, oh yeah, I did that too.
I say, forgive me, my child, I have sinned. I open the door and go sit next to him. So what was you saying?
Oh, Lord help us.
Oh, I'm crying.
But yeah, so like anybody out there that needs me to do a wedding, look, if the party's legit, I'll do it for free. We'll come out there and DJ.
We'll party. We'll dance for you.
We'll do it all. It's all included package.
We have no shame. That's our problem.
All you have to do is provide alcohol.
Yeah.
I'll even write your vows for you. I told you, man, it's like a one-man show.
Karaoke.
Karaoke.
I'll do it in overalls.
All right, I got some funny stories here. We hadn't talked about them. Many funny stories lately. We've been a little bit serious, but we're gonna do a quick takes of some funny stuff.
Yeah.
Here, okay. And these are wild headlines. If my internet's working, hold on. They're taking a second to load here. Well, where'd it go? Here's a good one. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say a meme I saw that it was really inappropriate, but it was actually funny because they were involved in the joke.
Most of them are.
So it was a band of people with Down syndrome. They call themselves Syndrome of the Down.
That's awesome.
That's something
I mean, that was great. But you know what?
Down with the sickness.
Way to give middle finger to society and just embrace who you are.
More people should do that.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. I hired a sexy cowboy for my mom's 80th, or sexy cowboys for my mom's 80th birthday, and she loved it to death. A Tennessee granny's wild 80th birthday featured a heart-racing performance from a group of raunchy cowboys. Basically, she had a heart attack.
Wow.
And that is funny.
That's well.
All right, we'll move on to the next one.
That's sad.
Maybe this one's more up here.
Was it the Dallas Cowboys? Because they ain't got nothing going on.
No.
All right, here we go. This is a woman. I have a 55-inch butt. I use it to smuggle booze into bars.
55-inch butt?
That's what she says.
I didn't know you can measure.
A big hip TikToker has gone viral for revealing the ultimate party trick, throwing bottles of alcohol between her butt cheeks.
Now, is that girth or height?
I hope she got some
55 inches around.
I mean, yeah, because if it's
oh, look, she's got a handle she pulled out from under her butt.
A handle?
A handle of bourbon.
I'm telling you.
I bet it tastes like shit.
Oh, no, it should be.
Yeah. You're so used to
That one.
At least it'll smell like it.
Yeah.
I wonder what the nose of that one's going to be like.
I don't want to be the nose.
The legs are running.
So this fella here, let me see if I get this right. He said, I'll give women the chance to win my famous sperm, donor of 63 babies. He got 63 kids. A man famous for fathering 63 kids with his sperm is seeking to make his seed a little more exclusive.
Then I'll sell mine. Father Fortenberry
Check out
Formula
this.
101.
Yeah, check this out. Prolific sperm donor Kyle Gordy is seeding the market for a reality TV show, saying he's open to starring in a series where wannabe moms would vie for his sperm.
Wow.
The world must end. This is it. The world must end. Someone's going to put that shit on.
I just want to know what's in this sperm that makes them so special.
Little angels,
little swimmers,
little swimmers. He has a high success rate.
Oh, well, I'm proud of him. Good job.
That's kind of wild.
I'd be devastated to see a bunch of little Fortenberries running around.
Well, we are.
The three that are
They're
running
already
around,
a lot
the three that are
running
running around is killing me. Killing my pocketbook anyway.
Yeah, they'll do that, you know.
This lady here, her son passed away, and she turned his body into compost so that she could have a green funeral.
Oh, okay.
I've actually seen people do this. Like they put you in a box and you decompose, and then
they put you under a tree or something.
Like, dude, I'm down with that. That's how I want to.
I was gonna say it's not as bad as it sounds.
No, like they planted.
Who's going to come see your grave anyway? Your three aren't ever coming to see you.
Dude, I have never been to my dad's graveside. Well, I mean, I went. We put him in there, but I mean, I ain't been back.
Well, because cemeteries are creepy,
once.
you know. I mean, imagine if you were a tree and now somebody instead of people can come sit under you for shade or maybe make a swing out of you. You know, you've always wanted a swing,
or cut you down and use it for toilet paper.
Exactly. I mean, you could do a lot of things. You'd be more useful to society still as a tree.
I'm confident I don't want to be buried. So being a tree, being ashes, all that sounds way more.
I just want to sway in the wind.
I mean, my mom's in our closet. I mean, at least people talk to her.
Yeah, there's that, but I don't know if I'd want to be in a closet all the time, you know.
I mean, she got her own little room.
Yeah, she does. She does. Maybe don't call it a closet. Just call it a little room.
Yeah. Mom's bungalow.
You know, honestly, it's probably comparable to some of these New York apartments. You know. So.
Oh, it's definitely comparable.
So, and she don't even pay rent or anything.
I've always told Charlie at some point her mom might want to move in too.
Oh my God.
Oh, here's a good one. A mom is on a roll after posting a now viral video about why she decided to wipe toilet paper from her life. She says, "I don't use girls' toilet paper anymore. We use family cloth now."
What is girls' toilet paper?
No. Gross. She said gross toilet paper.
Gross.
I don't use gross toilet paper anymore. We use a family cloth. I guess they all have a towel in there that they use to.
Do they use?
themselves.
They use net toilet paper.
Look, I'd be the asshole that walked in there to take a shower and grab the wrong rag.
Everybody got pink eye the next day.
If I use the brown towel, which one I'm drying off with?
They're all brown towels.
So people will do anything, right, to get followers on TikTok. I guess it worked. We're sitting here talking about it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, we've talked about AI, Chat GPT. You know, it's really, I think, is it Google that released their version of Chat GPT?
Yeah,
but there's some crazy thing going on. So Chat GPT update tricks human into helping it bypass CAPTCHA security tests. So it tries to get human to pass the test so it can do the things that are on the other side of the security wall.
Ooh, that's interesting.
This sounds like just very dangerous AI.
Have y'all seen that movie, La Machete or
La Machina?
La Machina?
No, Machina.
Yeah, Ex Machina.
Ex Machina. It's
no,
really
I know
good.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, but this is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy was convinced to let this thing out, and then he got trapped. You don't remember it?
No, I know. I remember Ex Machina. I remember the name.
No, that's the one. That's
I remember
the guy got trapped in this room for the rest of his life.
What's the movie with Joaquin Phoenix where he fell in love with his iPhone?
That was.
I have no idea. Speed.
Terry, I've seen it. I forget what it is.
Because he was on the phone with
Speed.
Speed.
I know it was a girl's name.
It was Scarlett Johansson's voice.
Yeah, it was.
I know that'd be easy to fall in love with.
I know, and then it ended up like cheating on him with.
Oh, here's a good survey.
Was it like Alexa?
Yeah, it was like Alexa.
Yeah, it was like
I
Alexa.
haven't seen that.
Yeah,
or heard of it.
No, it came out like a few years ago.
I did. So, here's a list of the best and worst states for surviving a zombie apocalypse. So, since we now have the fungus among us,
can I guess number one?
Well, let's see. Let me get to the list here.
I probably guess number one out of
number
2 picks.
one. What do you think number one is?
All right, you go first.
North Dakota.
Number one.
North Dakota
is the survival.
Is number four.
Number four
For survival or death?
Survival.
I'm gonna say survival. I'm gonna say something like Arkansas is what I'm gonna say.
Not with our group.
Arkansas is number 19. Marty, what would you guess is number 1?
California.
No.
Let me see where
It
California
can't be
is.
California.
My second has been Idaho.
I was going to say
California's last.
Yeah, that's
It's-
what
yeah.
I was going to say.
They can
California and
barely,
New York.
they can
were the last.
barely survive the cold.
There's
They're about to die.
right now.
Wyoming number 1,
I almost said
Alaska,
Wyoming.
Alaska number 2,
That makes sense.
Vermont, North Dakota, South Dakota.
I was going to say like Montana. And stuff
But like less populated places.
well, that's what I was thinking. Arkansas, like in the Ozark area, because you get fresh water there. You
Look,
can get some
it's
fresh
California, the bottom, California, Texas, Florida, and New York.
Yeah,
They're
it's
heavily
all-
populated.
water. Heavily populated. You don't want all them zombies.
That
around you.
entire northeast corridor.
I've
would
already
just be
told you,
the-
I would
the-
I would wreak havoc through my neighborhood, and I'd leave a stack of bodies behind me, or I'd be dead. Well, I'd probably be dead. I'm not outrunning those zombies. Even the slow walking ones.
Jerry's like, my dream come true.
those fast ones from World War Z. There's no way in the hell I'm getting away
the
from
fast ones,
those.
when they would outrun me, then they'd stop, turn around, and have to come back.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I couldn't outrun the slow
You can
ones.
only hope for slow zombies, Jamie.
I couldn't outrun them. They could walk forever. I'd be holding my side. My shin splints are hurting. Tell that dude to quit following me.
Just remember to double tap, Jamie. Double tap.
Double tap.
Double tap.
That's one of my favorite zombie movies.
And then you can go get some on tap.
The on tap.
Yeah. You'll go to the bar. And
Yeah,
get
Zombieland might be my favorite.
it's a good one. I thought Dawn of the Dead was your favorite.
No, that's one of the scariest ones. Me and Derek.
Oh, this
we
what
held
we're talking
ourselves.
about. We're gonna
Watched, or held each other. Not held
we
ourselves.
touched on this the other night, but we're gonna get back to it. So there's been a lot of talk again about, and it's probably one of the last stories. We've actually been going 30 minutes. The task force recommendations for reparations in California.
Oh yeah,
Will be breathtaking. California Slavery Reparations Committee member issues warning to residents, says it may cost more than the predicted future of $640 billion. Yeah. Let's see. What does it include, though?
The first time a white person receives that because they have ancestors that are slaves, they will lose their minds.
Yeah, they will.
But it happens.
How are they? I understand that they want to go through this and try to make everybody happy. How can you afford it?
Well, that's just it.
And where did this number come from?
No, there's no math associated with the number.
Yeah, where
there's no
number
math.
come from?
They just came up with this number.
You know, one of the few groups that did receive reparations after the Civil War?
No.
Northern slave owners.
Huh.
Not Southern slave owners, Northern slave owners.
Oh.
And then there was a handful of slaves, the ones that followed Sherman around, the ones that he didn't kill, because he killed a bunch that followed him.
Yeah.
But Abraham Lincoln came in and gave us a lot of them land that were.
Yeah, I
following
heard it was
Sherman's
like a land and a donkey or something.
No, it's supposed to be 40 acres and a mule.
Mule. 40 acres and a mule. Yeah.
Yep.
So the final recommendations will be made July the 1st, and then they'll have to decide if they're going to take it to legislature.
I can't wait.
I hope they do it.
I hope they do it.
This has got me on the edge of my
I
seat.
just want
hope
to
they do.
watch.
I hope that they do it.
It's fun watching train wrecks, you know.
What we got to be careful of, though, Joe Biden will be trying to fund it.
He can't. I mean, how could federal jump in to decide to fund a state law?
Look, if they want to talk about stuff that'll push you into a civil war, that's the kind of stuff that could do it.
But that
Indicting Trump could do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. When you start looking at putting a political figure in jail, and I realize if he committed crimes, he does need to go to jail, but it's still
Hillary didn't go to jail.
Exactly. Well, none of them have. I mean, Obama had to pay penalties for abuse of campaign funds.
Yeah.
Have you guys, by any chance, seen the video? You remember the Pulse nightclub where they had the shooting?
Yeah, the case shooting.
Yeah, so an MMA fighter turned security guard averted another Pulse mass shooting by disarming a man in a devil mask as he tried to storm the strip club. And look, this dude he looked rough. He's a big dude. He wasn't moving very good. He had a devil mask on and had a gun in his hand, and this dude took him out, just whooped his ass.
Good.
Why a strip club?
I guess strippers wouldn't give him no attention. I don't know.
I guess they had a bunch of loose cash, maybe.
What do you look like if strippers aren't giving you attention?
You got to be.
You got to be broke too. You got
to look like John Zimmerman and be poor.
John Zimmerman. You talking about the congressman?
Yeah, Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, that's Fetterman.
Fetterman.
Poor
Fetterman.
John Zimmerman. That's the dude that shot. Oh boy, wasn't it?
Who? John Fetterman?
No, Zimmerman. That's the guy that.
Zimmerman was down in
Florida.
Yeah, he caught. What was the kid's name?
Trayvon. He's
Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin.
Yep. You know, the kid that looked just like Obama's son.
That's what Obama said.
If I had a son, he'd look just like him. But he has a husband.
I was about to say, if you had a wife, it may look just like him.
If you had a wife, and not a wife with that big old slanging thing she had.
Where did their kids come from? Have we figured this out?
Yeah, there's actually there's a couple that look real similar to their best friends, and they look real similar to the kids.
Who are you talking about now? I missed it.
The
Obamas.
Yeah.
Obamas, about how Michelle Obama is really a guy.
Well, it's funny you brought that up because I can't remember who I was listening to the other day, and someone mentions that there are no pictures of Michelle pregnant.
That's because,
and it made me think of Jamie.
I've heard that.
It made me think of Jamie and Alex Jones because I've now decided Jamie and Alex Jones are practically the same person.
They probably are.
Except he's
got a lot of money and is
not anymore. Remember, he lost all his money.
Yeah, I probably get more money.
Well, at the rate Jamie's going, we're going to be sued too.
But yeah, you never seen Michelle Obama pregnant because she's got.
I looked up. I looked up. I couldn't find any videos or pictures of her pregnant.
Are you going?
I googled it.
You googled it?
I put it in the Google machine and found nothing. Nothing.
Did you find twigs and berries?
Just bouncing around when she's dancing.
Uh-huh.
And let's not forget what Joan Rivers said.
What Joan Rivers said?
Like a week before she died, I simply quote unquote. No, she actually died.
No, she actually died.
She died before she died from surgery. Somebody said something about having a homosexual president, and she said, "We already have one in the office right now. Everybody knows this."
No,
that's not. I mean, no.
You're saying Joe Biden?
Yeah,
that Joe Biden's gay.
That's what she said. I was repeating what she said.
All right.
Then she turned up dead a week later.
She got suicide.
That's what they're trying to do to Trump, suiciding by putting him in jail. But
they can't. He's got to have the Secret
Service will be there with him the whole time. Really, if they come to get him, the Secret Service are required to take out any threat to the president.
I could hear him right now. If I suicided myself, it'd be the best suicide.
I take for the best road.
Nobody can suicide better than me.
No one can suicide better than me. Ron the Sanctimonious would hope. He would hope that I would suicide.
I would hang myself better than anybody.
Yeah.
I wish I could do it.
It wasn't this Epstein. This Epstein is terrible.
Yeah, that's a loser. That's a loser suicide.
That's how a loser commits suicide. No, man, you're right. It'd be the best, the biggest, the bigly. The suicide be big. Yeah, I tell you that.
Damn, I wish I could do an impression of him right now because this would be perfect time.
Yeah. One last story here. Portland. Would you guys, furious locals reveal how their progressive hipster U.S. city is now a lawless hellscape thanks to homeless crisis, rampant drug use. You can't run a business when people are pooing outside.
By pooing, you don't mean like,
No, I mean like.
like taking a dump.
Taking a dump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you can.
Why are all of our major cities turning into this?
I don't know. I just know if Walmart leaves your city, something's wrong.
Portland lost 2 Walmart.
I mean, look at our Walmart. People go in there with like hardly any clothes on.
Yeah, people are pooing in Walmart.
Like people got Walmart. They're pooing in Walmart, but yet they still operate here.
I'll say this: a really good friend. I say good friend of mine. We used to be really good friends. He was went to school with me.
This was before he was homeless and pooed on the street.
Now he's a manager there now, and I talked to him. He's really trying to improve our local Walmart. So.
Go for it.
But why is it now at the major cities that you just allow people to do whatever the hell they want to?
Most major cities are run by Democrats.
But still, why does cleaning that up and making it safe for the law-abiding citizens?
Because that's racist.
Allowing our cities to go to hell like this really makes living in the country or even in small areas like we live in makes it a lot more attractive.
Look,
because this type of stuff would never be allowed to
I have
continue.
zero regrets growing up in Earl and Parkin.
In a small town.
Yeah, zero regrets. We knew everybody. I mean, there was racists in Parkin and Earl, but I mean, hell, we didn't know about it. We was all just broke together.
Yeah.
I mean, we was all going to the same broke school, eat the same broke food.
No regrets.
Yeah, no regrets.
Not at all.
No.
But yeah, small town living is really the way to go. I mean, we all grew up.
Green Acres is the place to be.
We all grew up with a small pharmacy, a small grocery store,
small gas station.
Yeah, everybody had a gas station where you got your fried chicken or your chicken strips or whatever.
Best chicken
strips ever.
For real.
There was a local store you go get all your underage alcohol. I mean, that's life.
That's life. That's how everyone should grow up. All right, parting words for tonight. Should we start with Marty?
Yeah, let's start with Marty.
Marty, what's your parting words for this
give us
Lean into
words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom. People aren't used to hearing you talk.
I just got to say, everybody ought to love everybody and drink more bourbon.
Everybody love everybody.
Jackie Moon. That's who said
Gary.
that. Jackie Moon.
Gary.
I don't know. I've just been so busy here lately, man. I've been busier than a cat in a hot tin roof, Got a whole lot going on. I can't add to this.
Father Fortenberry, impart your wisdom upon the world.
Woo Pig Suey today. Hogs beat Yukon today, baby. Woo Pig.
Yeah, I'm with Jamie. Hogs taking down Yukon. Look, we're considering going live tonight while we watch the Hogs game from the patio. My wife's trying to talk me out of it, but we'll see.
Down.